morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTube, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. Been a while since I've been on here. Figure I'd come on and let y'all know what's going on. So, what's up, brother? You having fun yet? The other day that shirt, not having that shirt on, was driving the women absolutely fucking bizarres, right? But hey, Alice, how you doing? How's everything? How's the little ones going? They doing pretty good. I'm stuck here. I'm not stuck here in Denver. I'm waiting for my next load to get dispatched to me. I'm at the yard here in Denver. Uh, I no, it's been a while since I've been on here, so I figured, what the hell, I might as well come on and say hi to everybody. So, give you little updates on what's going on. Last 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks, I've been going Denver to Salt Lake and back on this new run, and honestly, I'm kind of enjoying it. I don't know if that is that too big of a glare on that side of me. If it is, let me know and I'll shut my curtain. Oh yeah, they're always bratty. They have to be. They're kids, especially that little one you got. But yeah, she's adorable. But I'll have to do that. I wanted to put in. I got a new email set up for my YouTube account. Um, I don't know how to put the links and all that shit in yet, but it's Gorilla Trucker 181 at gmail.com. If anybody wants to hit me up on that, give me your phone numbers, whatever have you. That's cool. That's the easiest way to probably get a hold of me. I check my emails every day. Um, but the state of Wyoming, they could keep that fucking wind. Figure usually when I'm going to Salt Lake, I'm really light. I think the heaviest load I took over there so far now has been 12,000 pounds, I think. And that wind blowing 40 mile an hour plus, it just blows me all over the place. So I try not to. And when you get down to Salt Lake and coming back, I'm pushing damn near 80,000. So don't bother me much coming back. But no, like I said, I just want to come on, catch up with everybody, let you know what's all going on. Just chilling out, waiting for my next load to hit me. I got off my 34-hour break. And we went to the Garden of the Gods down there in Colorado Springs the other day. I tell you what, that is an awesome place. If you ever want to go, it don't cost nothing to get in. Walk around, hike, do whatever. We seen a couple deer, um, a lot of smaller animals, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty. Okay, I'm trying to get my camera shut straight back up, but it was really nice. Then yesterday we went to the PRCA Hall of Fame, something I've always wanted to do, and I'm glad I did. $8 to get in, well worth it. They had two rodeo broncs there, two old horses that were getting ready to get retired, live their life out in the pasture, enjoying whatever a horse does in his life. That was really cool to see and go to and whatnot. They had a contest. I don't know where the hell it was, where the hell it went. There it is. They they have when you walk into the building there, they have a billboard, you know, put up. And they have contests. They take pictures of different things, and if you find where the picture is, you go up and you tell the lady there at the store where it is and whatever. They give you little trinkets. Well, this is the little trinket that I got. See if I can get it. "2011 NFR Las Vegas." Nothing special, nothing, but it's kind of a cool little hat pin. Put on my hat when I get a chance to put it on. But I seen on Facebook the other day. Was it last night? No, it wasn't on Facebook. It was on here. Trucker's Coach. He was talking about all drivers are going to be now governed a maximum of 65 miles an hour. My question is, okay, why? I'm governed at 63, and on the foot, 65 on the cruise. Fuck, you never get nowhere. But then again, if you think about it, if you have a 500-mile trip and you do your pre-trip right at 50 miles an hour, that's 500 miles you can get in a day. I've been averaging, I think Salt Lake to here is like 560. 25 to 80 and down that way. I could do that in a day. No worries. If the wind ain't fucking with me. But I pulled into Salt Lake City the other day, Thursday, I think it was Wednesday. And I've been after my driver manager in the shop there in Denver to put drive tires on my truck. $68 and $70 what, brother? I know you got more viewers than that. Oh, okay, you're talking about your truck. Okay, yeah. But they pulled me in. I went to pick up a trailer over at Costco, and whoever had the trailer before me down the line, wherever, they decided to run something over on the left side of the trailer, so I had to get that replaced. Well, when you pull into the terminal there at Swift or in Salt Lake, they basically do a DOT inspection every time you go in there, just about. So I pulled in, told them what was going on with the trailer. They said, okay, cool, go do this. And then they got to my drive tires. Now, Swift has a rule, 30 seconds on drive tires. Anything less than that, they pull them off, and they put new ones on, or better ones. Well, I got 8 brand new drive tires the other day. I was like, yeah. Then I got my truck finally washed today again. The guys here, Absolute Detail, that do our trucks here at the yard here in Denver, they're the only ones that touch my truck besides me as far as washing it goes. They do a great job. But Anthony, I need to ask you a question. I want to give you a wrench. How do I do that? Let's see, click on your name. I don't know how to give you a wrench. I don't have any moderators on here, and I don't know how to do that. So maybe hit me up and tell me how to do that, so that way I can get you in as a moderator to keep certain individuals off my channel. Speaking of certain individuals, and Anthony, you know who I'm talking about. I haven't had no problems with any of those two. He did change his name back to what he did and whatnot. That's cool. I haven't heard shit one about the other guy. Don't care to. Fuck him. Leave me alone. I'm happy. But anyway, I don't want to make this too long. I'm on the computer. I'm on my computer right now. Because I can't go live on my phone, so I got my tablet light. I call it a fucking laptop. It's got flips open. It's got a keyboard. That's what I call it. I call it a laptop. I guess the correct term is a notebook or some shit like that, but I don't know. But anyway, um, Speedy 9Speed, I know you're not watching yet, but happy belated birthday to you. I tried to call you. Hope it was a great one for you. Starting probably today is July 1st, probably come mid-August, all this is going to be covered with fur. I'm going to start growing my winter fur, start looking like a homeless person again, I guess. I don't know. I prefer it as Grizzly Adams, but other people don't think so. But anyway, that's what's going on in my life. I've thought about going owner op. When I was in Salt Lake the other day, I had to do a 34-hour reset. I actually looked at a truck and called and got all the particulars and whatnot. All right, so all right. I think I did it. Did you get your wrench? Now I know how to do it. It didn't change anything on my end, but hell, gonna have to. There you are. Right on. But anyway, where was I going? What was I saying? Don't get old. It sucks. Trust me. Anyway, it must not have been important. But I was looking at that truck. It was a 2020 T600 or T680. Sorry, T680. Beautiful truck. Got the particulars, everything like that, and it's still something I'm kicking around in my head. But I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. My night driving is still kind of shaky. So speaking of which, I got new glasses the other day, and they have these anti-glare shit on them. They seem to be okay, but not too much. And I got some other ones, some orange ones. And if I use the two together like this at night, it seems to work. Right now, it just fucking let there be light. There was, but these right here, I got at Walmart. They're PolarOptics.com. Bend Fit, BEN. Something in there than fit. They were $26, $27, and Polar Optics is what they're called. And I tell you what, they do seem to help. And just holding them like this, looking through them, the screen is a lot brighter. And the other morning, I got caught up there in Fort Bridger because I was running out of hours, so I had to stop and take my break. Got up 4:30 in the morning, started heading out. I just had these on, and like I said, they seemed to help with the lights and stuff. That's what gets me is the lights. And then, do they help you empty? I mean, and I'm being serious. Did they help? I noticed that they did, because as soon as I put those back on over top of these, it really helped me. And I'm still not going to drive at night if I don't have to. But now if I have to, I know I have something that can do it. Help me out. And that's what I'm thinking. They do help because it's like, you know, I don't recommend wearing them during the day, but I have, where the hell those at? They're up here somewhere. Those I just had. Anyway, I got in their case. Anyway, I got clip-ons, sunshades that go on these during the day, and sometimes I forget they're on and go through a tunnel. One tunnel there going into Rock Springs. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. Take them off. Good thing it's only a couple seconds you're in that tunnel. Going through Eisenhower, that'd be a bitch. But no, but like I said, I just wanted to come on and tell you guys that I'm still on here. Still got 100 subscribers. Thank you. It goes on average. I think the highest I got was 103. I appreciate every one of you guys. And I never started this channel to get thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. But if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. You know me, I'm going to be real. I'm going to call people on their shit just like I'm going to call myself on my own shit. And I have been told that my channel is not for the, definitely not child friendly. I mean, as far as language goes. But I give that disclaimer. I think the reason why that is, Anthony, is because at night when you're in your own vehicle, when you're in your own car, you don't have the sleeper or the trailer. I know you drive primarily day cab, I think, if I remember correctly, but you have something blocking you from directly behind you that don't light up in your rear view mirror. It does on your side mirrors, but I've noticed that too. It's like, if I'm driving my car at night, that's because you're raising them right. You're raising them to be the way we were raised. But I'll tell you a story on that one here in just a second. But I think what it is it blocks out 90% of the light that's coming from behind us, and that alone helps a lot. But my girlfriend's kids, 16 to 13, excuse me. The other day we had the 16-year-old with us. She was saying something, and I was like listening real close. She said, "Frick." I'm like, "Why do you say frick? You just say fuck." She goes, "I can't." I was like, "You can't tell me that at 16 years old, you're not running around with your little friends cussing worse than I do." Well, I don't do it because, I don't want to get in trouble with mom and whatnot. And I'm like, you got to be yourself. I understand the respect thing and whatnot. I told her, I said, when it all comes down to it, you do what you need to do. Be very respectful because they know that goes a long way. I said, but when you're around me, be yourself. What am I going to do to you? Ground you? You're going to look at me and laugh and flip me off and tell me to go fuck myself. So, but I've said it before on here before. If you guys watch my past videos, everybody's blaming computers, phones, everything for the way kids are nowadays. Facebook, you see it all the fucking time. Kid in a big wheel, jumping over shit, kids on bikes drinking out of garden hoses, whatever have you, and they're all like, "This is life before the pussies took over." Well, who really are the pussies here? We changed that shit. Not me, not a lot of my friends, but guys and people in our generation, they changed that. And exactly, and it's like people tend to forget that it's our generation that are making the kids the way they are today. Um, take their cell phones away from them. Make them go out and fucking play in the mud. You know, let them go out and experience a broken bone. Holy fuck, goddamn, what's going to happen? You know, and let them experience life instead of being in this little fucking shell that we've created for kids these days. Not to experience life, and they're not going to be these participation awards that they give. All that's teaching kids is exactly, Anthony. You got to. I mean, they're going to be kids. They have to be kids. But all this bullshit about, oh, well, little Susie over here, she didn't do a goddamn thing on the volleyball team. All she did is sit there and play with her hair and do whatever. But the rest of the team, they did pretty good. And so she gets a medal. No, it's part of being a team. But what's teaching the kids? They don't have to do a fucking thing to get the same respect, get the same rewards, get the same recognition as the kids that go out there and bust their ass. The youngest one, she was on the volleyball team at the school that she goes to. She busted her ass daily at home, at school, kept her grades up, everything like that. And we went to one of their volleyball games, and they did a rotation where everybody got a turn. Well, little one, she didn't get her turn at serving. And every time that she would get ready to serve, the coach would pull her off and put somebody else in. And little Susie over there was doing her hair. She got to go in and serve, where Dylan, she didn't get to serve. That happened 3 times. I had to say something, because it's like, if they give their all, that's the best they can do. And you can tell, everybody can tell when somebody gives their all on something. And, there's always room for improvement. Hell, I'm 46 years old. I need to have a lot of improvement done on the shit that I do. But, when I talked to the coach, this was mid-game. I talked to the coach. I said, what the hell? Every time she gets up there to serve, you pull her out and you let somebody else come in that ain't doing nothing. She's out there digging in, giving her haul, taking these dives that nobody else is going to dive to get that ball back over the net. And yet you yank her every time that she's trying to, do something. What's up with that? And I was told, well, she gets her turn. When? That was my first question. My first question back then. None of the teachers or anything like that asked me, but I was asked politely to go outside and wait for everybody else to come out, because I knew I had to, because I'm the type of guy that'll call them out on their bullshit, and to me that was bullshit. But I made sure to tell Dylan that she did a great job. Fuck what that coach says, fuck what that, whatever. But she did a damn good job doing what she had to do. She did great. And her dad and I were standing there talking to each other, texting actually. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? He goes, I don't know, but I'm about ready to say something. Like I said, after the third time, it had to have been said. And it's like, I'm not the type of guy that I'm treading lightly here, because if I say it the way I want to say, you're going to call bullshit. But I think that each child needs to have a chance to prove themselves on a sports team. Some kids are better than others at certain things. And had the coach said, well, she's not that good of a server, that's why we don't let her serve. Cool. Work on it. Okay, I'm good with that. But, not everybody can be the star player. But that's what they're trying to make shit into these days in this world, is everybody's a star player, even if you don't do nothing to be a star player. You got to earn that shit. But, and then we all see it out here on the open road, on the roads. You get these super truckers out here. I am not a super trucker, nor do I ever want to be a super trucker. I just do my thing. If I don't feel it, I don't do it. If they don't like that answer, here's the truck. Come and get it. Because I'm not going to put myself or anybody else's, especially me, in danger for something that I don't give a fuck what's in that trailer. But I had a super trucker the other day going across 80. It was raining. Like I said, I was really light. I only had like 6,000 pounds on my trailer. Wind blowing about 40 miles an hour. And I was trying to get to the next stop so I could get off the fucking road and get into a spot. And that's where I come back to the, our generation fucked all that up. I'm pretty sure that the dads were like, hey, when I was a football coach or whatever, my coach was hard on me, but look what I learned in life. But anyway, the super trucker, he got on the radio, come on, Swift, get the fuck out of the way, get the fuck off my highway, blah, 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 and everything like that. And I just reached up, got on my mic, and came back on the radio, and I was like, okay, look, super trucker. I only got 6,000 pounds on. It's raining like hell. The wind's blowing 40 plus miles an hour. If you want to go around me, the fucking left lane's up wide open. And he started coming back at me, and then I told him straight up, I was like, there's a pull off up here. If you want, I'll be more than happy to pull in, and we can talk about this face to face. And I said, you motherfucking super truckers out there, forget. You done forgot that you started one time too. You were fucking fresh out here. You were new out here. And you guys forget that shit and you fuck with everybody else and try to intimidate what the fuck they're trying to do. That's when shit happens. I said, I'm not the type of guy that gets intimidated quick. If you want to stop, pull in, we can talk about this man to man. Well, next thing you know, of course, I pulled in. I was ready. I was like, fuck it, I'm done. No, but he never pulled in. I was the only one sitting in the parking lot. It's like these fucking CB Rambos that get on the CB when you're at a truck stop. They don't, they don't play the same games. But when you pull into a truck stop and all you hear is, oh shit, here comes Swift, and watch your trucks, and Get out of their way. They're going to fuck something up. Whatever the fuck these CB Rambos say. I'm going to kick his fucking ass, whatever. I told you, I pulled into the Loves down there in Pueblo. I was listening to it. I got on the CB and I said, you know what, all you fucking CB Rambos, I'll be sitting out in front of my truck if anybody wants to come up and talk, tell this shit to my face. 15 minutes later, I was the only one still standing there. Don't let this override your ass if you can't back it up. Because there are guys like me. Anthony Fisher's one of them. The A-hole trucker, I don't have no idea what happened to him. He's off. You don't even have any videos up anymore, but that's three of us that I know. TJ, Alaskan Cowboy, Speedy, a lot of us. We don't play that shit. If you have something to say, fucking say it. We can either handle it like men, talk about it, get the shit resolved, or we can go Neanderthal and just beat the shit out of each other. I think, Anthony, you'll agree with me on that. Either which way works for me. But, I'm not gonna try to get right. That's just it. It's like, then when they do get out of the truck, if they get out of the truck, I've seen not personally to me, but now I'm a big guy. I mean, come on, let's face it. I'm a big boy. I got a gut. I'm pretty fat, but there's some guys out here that when they get in their truck, the shit goes like this. Or they're the little sawed off little guys that and there's nothing wrong with being in a day camp. There's nothing at all wrong because that right there says that you want to be home to your family, and family is number one out here. Actually, number one is yourself. You have to take care of yourself. Then a close number one to that is your family, and if what the fuck? Dude, you're dragging your fucking trailer tires. Come on. Jesus Christ. How do you not know you're dragging your trailer tires? I don't know if you guys heard that squealing or not, but he came from over yonder, came around, and he left 2 marks. Come on. You're only going 8 miles an hour. That's the speed limit here in the yard. But anyway, and Anthony, you are right. You have a heart of gold because look at the shit that you do for people. You have luncheon for the homeless. 90% of the guys out here, we do have hearts of gold. We help anybody out that we can and everything like that. And, even the super truckers, they try to act big and bad, but I guarantee you that if a little kid was going down the street in the car with their parents and he started doing this, goddamn good well, honk honk, that. And if they don't, they're fucking assholes. But it's just one of those things where you sit in these trucks all day long. I live in Castle Rock, which is like 40 minutes away from here. I could go home every night if I wanted to. But realistically and financially, it's more feasible for me to stay in the truck when I'm in Denver. If I have to do a 34, there ain't no question. Guess whose ass is going home? But there's so much that goes on out here that people forget where they started. They forget at one time they were new out here. They forget that, you know, whatever in that trailer behind them is not life or death. The only thing that's life and death is what you choose it to be. And you know, Trucker Nene, she has this new partner with her. I think it's great. And I was on her channel the other day watching her live feed, and they were talking about getting advice and stuff like that. And I told them, I got on and I typed. I said, the number one thing you got to remember is if you don't feel it, don't do it. Number two, the only one that can drive that truck is you. Don't let anybody tell you how to drive your truck. And that basically boils back to number one. If you don't feel comfortable about driving in the condition, you don't feel comfortable about anything that's going on in your truck, pull off, get your shit straight, get your mindset, and then continue on the day. Because if you don't, that's when shit happens. That's when you end up on the side. That's when you end up, hurting somebody or God forbid killing somebody or whatever. And you know, I'm very comfortable behind the wheel of a truck, but I'm not cocky either. And everybody, well, what's the difference? There's a huge difference. If you have a sense of mind in you, there's a huge difference between feeling cocky and confident. And but the one thing that I want people to remember is that, you know, if you're in that big of a fucking hurry to get somewhere, leave earlier. Um, the left lane is always open unless you're in construction. But anyway, well, I've been on here for 37 minutes, so I better get off here and call my driver manager and find out what the hell's going on, because if I ain't running today, I'm going to go back to the house. But that's it. You have to have respect for these machines. They don't stop on a dime. They don't turn on a dime. And the thing that irritates the fuck out of me, and I did a video on this, is when you have a line of traffic coming on your left, and you have cars trying to get onto the highway. They got a fucking ride right there where you can't get over because you got cars. If I get over, I get over. Then they sit right there and try to intimidate you in a 2,000-pound vehicle. We crush you like a beer can. There's thousands, if not hundreds and thousands of pictures out there of cars that get tangled up with trucks. 99.9999% of those pictures of those wrecks are because four-wheelers try to intimidate a big truck. And again, if we can get over, we get over. If we can't, hey, sorry, there ain't nothing we can do. We're going with the flow of speed. Either you need to slow down or you need to speed up, because there ain't no getting over. Preferably slow down, then you get in the left lane and go around us. But a lot of people forget about that shit. Then they end up running side on side with the truck, and then it's like. But then a lot of these people nowadays have been like this forever. But they see a big truck, especially if it says Swift, Schneider, JB Hunt, CR England, whatever. They see those and all their fucking money signs. And, it's sad that there are people out there, but they've been out there forever. So there ain't nothing we can do about it. But anyway, I'm going to get on out here. It's going on 11:20, a little after 11:20. So I got to call my dispatcher, see if I'm going to run today. So y'all have fun, be safe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, like, share, comment. Constructive criticism is always welcome. You guys know that. Even negative feedback. But you guys have fun. Be safe. I'll get back on here whenever I can. I know I keep saying a couple days, but I think the last one was like 3 weeks ago I did this. So anyway, you guys have fun. Be safe. I'll talk to you here in a little while.